Welcome to my face palette collection video. I do consider a face palette to be anything more than one pan. So duos, trios, quads, to infinity. As long as it has more than one pan, to me it is considered a face palette. So I do have some smaller ones over here and then some full-size ones. So if that sounds fun to you, then stick around. Hi, I'm Andi. Welcome or welcome back. I'm really happy that you're here. We are going to start off with some honorable mentions. These are face and eye palettes. Let me watch off. I'm going to wipe off my swatches just a second. I just got done filming my Super Shock video. So these are eye and face palettes. I usually store them with my eyeshadow palettes because I tend to use eyeshadow palettes more than I use face palettes. However, I did just recently start doing a face palette Friday. I started at the beginning of March, and the first Friday I did my face palette Friday, and then the second Friday I completely forgot. So tomorrow is Friday. When I'm filming this is Thursday. So tomorrow is Friday, so I have to remember to do my face palette Friday. Otherwise, you guys, I just don't get use on these face palettes. They're very neglected. I did declutter quite a few throughout the last year. I did not film a video. I just decluttered periodically face palettes that I knew I was not using. This is the Violet Valse Pretty in Paradise. This came from my friend Charlie, and this has two blushes in it. I believe this is a blush. It is a little warm for me to use as a bronzer, so if I use it as a blush, I think it'll be fine. This is more of a sequined matte blush, but the pinky shade is beautiful. This is the Wander Beauty Island Hop. And this came from my friend Gigi. I have used the eyeshadows, but I have not used these face products yet. And looking at this, this is going to be stunning for summer. I definitely do have color on my face in the summer, and so I think those will be perfect. And then this was a gift with purchase from Ulta, and I honestly really like it. I love these eyeshadows. I think they're a really nice formula. I have not used these products yet. I believe this is more of a blush than a bronzer because it is a little bit more peachy toned. And then, of course, that is a highlighter. This, I actually showed this in my blush and highlighter collection video, but I'm going to touch on it real quickly because these are what I saved from the singles that I did declutter some singles, but I keep these with my face palettes now. And since these are the only ones that were left out of my singles, I put them in this and it's perfect and I keep them with my face palettes. So this is an Ofra, as you can tell. It's an Ofra, and this came from a face and eye palette that I depotted. And it doesn't have anything on the back, but this is called All of the Lights. And when I use this, I just swirl. I don't do one certain shade. These three are Sydney Grace. This is called Radiant Morning. And while I haven't used this, I kept it because I think it might be really pretty as a glowy bronzer. This is called Heaven. And this is a perfect highlighter shade for me. And then this is called PSL Extra Whip. And I decluttered this in my video. But then my friend Z from the channel Z Dooley commented that she wears this, and I can't remember if she said she wears the pink blush over top or underneath. Either way, it sounded beautiful, so I put it back in here and I decided to try it out. By the way, anybody that I mention in this video, I will have them linked down below so you can go check them out at your leisure. And I had to get a drink. So these are my smaller face palettes, duos, trios, and we're going to start with my Wet n Wild. And these came from my friend Erica. Erica and I are about the same age, and we both loved Saved by the Bell. And when she sent me these, I was tickled because they're adorable. This is called It's All Right, and it is a blush duo. I currently have this one in a project right now, so I'm using it, and it's perfect for springtime. And then this is a little bit darker pink, and they're both so pretty. And then this is a blush and highlighter. I used the blush during fall, and I have not yet used the highlighter, but the blush is a really great formula. And you guys, don't sleep on these. I love Wet n Wild. I really do. I think they're a great brand and so affordable. Okay, I'm moving these guys over here. They're easier to get over here. We have the Natasha Denona Cheek Duo. This is the Cupid. I have used the blush so many times, but I have never used the highlighter. The blush is a cream blush. It is beautiful. It is perfect year-round, and I absolutely love that blush. Next up is a Morphe Trio. This is a blush trio in Pop of Pink. And honestly, guys, I forgot I had this. I completely forgot that I had this. When I went to reorganize everything into my Alex drawers, I found it in there. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I haven't used it in over a year. So I'm so happy that I saw it because it is a great formula and beautiful shades. And the same with this guy here. This is Complex Culture, which was Ipsy's house brand. And this is the Good Glow Blush Duo and So Chill and Glow Blush. And this is beautiful. You guys, it's never been used. And recently, like 3 different people showed a Jouer blush duo. And I thought those were so beautiful. And I'm like, wait a minute. I have a blush duo very, very similar. I know one of them was Leanna. And then I think Still Steph showed a blush duo from Jouer. And I'm pretty sure. And I can't remember the third person, but maybe it was Donna. It was Donna doing her collection video. So all 3 people. I'm telling myself, you got to get that out and you got to use it. So this is actually coming out for spring. I did just film a collab video with my friend Leanna and my friend Ash, and we brought in products for spring. And I did not pull near enough products for spring because I need variety. So I am going to be going through and picking more things out for spring. And speaking of Still Steph just sent me this. I just got it this week. This is the Disney and Sigma Alice in Wonderland. This is Tickled Pink. This is Paint the Roses. I have used this blush like 3 times already, and I have not used the highlighter, but I love a pinky highlighter, and I know it's going to be perfect. But this blush is beautiful. So thank you again, Steph. This is the Summer Strobe Spectrum from Zoeva. I got this from my friend Donna. I won it in her giveaway. And while I have not used it yet, I know this is going to be great for summer because these 2 shades here are very me shades in the summer. And this is a highlighter, but I probably will use it as a blush lighter. So I can't wait to use that. And then I have 3 trios here. This is the Glam Light S'mores. And as you can see, this corner, I don't know if you can see it or not, but this corner's been knocked down. I used this last summer so much. I think I had it in a project, but I used it and used it and used it. It is definitely a summer shade for me. And this is a beautiful highlighter. It has a little bit of a gold reflect to it. And oh, it's so pretty. And I got this from my friend Laura, the Bargain Hunter. And then from Gigi Loves Beauty 2 also sent me the Lemon Bar Trio. This is by Beauty Bakery. And it has 2 bronzers and a highlighter. This bronzer was just in a project and I used the absolute crap out of it. I love this shade of bronzer. It was perfect for my skin tone. So I'm going to probably use this one in the summer. It is a little warm toned. So definitely a summer bronzer for me. And then finally, we have the Alamar Viva Las Chicas. This is the Fair Light. While I probably will not use this glitter transformer because I do not like glitter, these 2 are absolutely stunning. I have used this blush. It is La Niña Fresa, and it is a beautiful pinky blush, perfect for spring. And I haven't used this yet. This is La Muy Shy, and this is Nude Base. It has a plastic protector over it, so I have not taken that off yet. I don't want it to dry out, but I'm thinking either a cream blush or a cream bronzer. This is Nude Base, so I don't know. Who knows? I don't know, but it is pretty. So that was all for my smaller palettes. So let's do my regular size, full size face palettes, and we are going to start with the OG Belgian Waffle from BH. Love. I will never get rid of this. Unless it's absolutely empty, I will never get rid of this. I love mixing these 2 together in the winter, and then these 2 together in the summer, and then spring, fall, whatever. But you can see how dirty it is there. It's because I swirl it together. But I love this bronzer formula so much. And then these 2 highlighters are Very good for me. This one is a little orange. I have used this as an eyeshadow topper, but these two are more my speed. This is from Cara Beauty. She is a dirty girl. She's very dirty. I almost decluttered this 2 years ago because I had never used it. I couldn't even remember where I got it. I still can't remember where I got it. But I saw someone show their Lunar Beauty face palette, and this is very similar. Like, you know what? I'm going to dig it out. I had this in a project. I've never used a Cara Beauty eyeshadow palette before, and I loved this. This is more of a blush lighter, blush topper, and it's just a really pretty pink. I love a pinky highlighter. I do. My hands are so dry from swatching things. Oh, okay, this guy. The Moonchild Glow Kit from Anastasia. I just had this in a project. I rolled it out. I had to use this shade 10 times. I used it 3 times, and then I realized I'm never using this. I'm not going to use this. I had to have it. I had to have it. It is beautiful. I found it on Mercari or Poshmark. I can't remember which one. I think Poshmark. Had to have it, bought it, never used it. Not once. So I am going to declutter this. I'm going to put it in my Mercari store and see if someone else would like to have it because it is beautiful and virtually untouched. Just that one shade. I think a couple other shades have been swatched. This is the Pat McGrath Labs Divine Blush and Glow Cheek Palette in Nude Venus. And this, again, has been very neglected. So beautiful. These blushes tend to be on the warmer side, and I am not a lover of warm blushes very often. If I'm doing a warm look, then I want a warm blush, but the majority of my eyeshadow looks are cool. I have been venturing out into the warmth as the weather is getting a little bit nicer and being inspired. But this is so pretty. I think I got that on Ipsy for a really great price. This is the Ace Beauté Glow Essentials Highlighter Palette. This is probably the highlighter palette that I have used the most. It's beautiful. I love it. It has this pinky highlighter that I love. I think that is the one I've used the most. But I think I've used every one of these at one time or another. This is a little dark. If I remember right, I used this on my shoulders when I went out it was in the summer. And when I went out, I don't know, for whatever reason. But yeah, that's staying. Oh, and then we have this guy. Anastasia Nicole Guerriero. I'm going to say Guerriero. I said Guerriero in my 10 uses video, and I knew that wasn't right. And I didn't want to correct myself because I'm going to butcher it either way. But this is also Glow Kit. This was rolled in my 10 uses, like I said. And then I realized I actually asked the question in my video. I've never used this. I wasn't happy to roll it in. Should I declutter? Overwhelmingly, everyone said, yes, get rid of it. If you're not going to use it, get rid of it. So I will show it to you, but I'm not going to swatch it because I'm going to put it in my Mercari store. It is so pretty, right? These two are too dark for me. This is too dark as a highlighter, maybe as a blush lighter, maybe as a blush lighter. This shade right here was the one that was rolled in. I'm not going to use it. I've never used it. I've had it at least 3 years. More than 2 years, at least 3 years maybe. So I'm going to declutter that, and I'm putting it in my Mercari store. And then I have this, and this is by the brand Kaylin, and I can't remember where I got this, if I got it in an Ipsy or a Boxy, but I had it in my Mercari store for over a year. There was no interest in it at all. So I went ahead and pulled it back out and decided to use it because these two, where they say contour, those are perfect bronzer shades for me. I do like a cooler bronzer. Only in the summer will I wear a warm bronzer, but these two are perfect. And then these are powders. This is a finishing powder. That is a primer, but I'm pretty sure it's dried up. This thing is quite a few years old. So I'm going to put it back in my collection, and I'm going to try to get some use out of it. I have the Natasha Denona Diamond and Blush Palette. This is the Daria. And Look how unused that is. I have used it a couple of times. These 3 are cream products. This is like a blush lighter, but it is glow. This is a blush. This is diamond, so this is a cream highlighter. These are powder, 2 highlighters, and a blush. And you guys, perfect for springtime. Perfect for springtime. It's so pretty. Look at that reflect. Oh my gosh. So I'm very excited to use that. Here's the deal. I got this from a former friend of mine for a really great price. She was selling it. She gave me an offer. I paid it gladly because it was a very good price. You know, when someone gives you something or you get something from someone and you're no longer friends, how it just kind of makes you feel some kind of way, right? Like, well, that's kind of how I feel. And I need to just get over that because this is beautiful. And I'm very happy to have it. And I'm very lucky to have it. So I need to just get out of my own head and just use the damn thing. And then last but not least, I have the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette. Ambient Lighting Edit. And you know what? For the first time, I noticed that there's a bunny on there. I got this from Leanna. When Leanna came to visit me, she brought me this. And so it's very special because it's Hourglass and mostly because Leanna gave it to me. And I have been wanting to try an Hourglass palette forever, and I refuse to pay the price. I know it's worth it. I've used this and it's gorgeous. So this is the finishing powder, 2 blushes, bronzer, and highlighter. I've used every one of them. They're all amazing. After using it, if I saw Hourglass on sale, I might consider buying it, but still probably not. It's pretty pricey. It's pretty pricey, but it is absolutely beautiful. Out of 19 face palettes, I am getting rid of these 2 guys, and I'm going to clean them up because this has got a little bit of schmutz on it. And I'm going to clean them up. I'm going to take pictures. I'm going to put them in my Mercari store. If you're interested, no pressure. If you're interested, I always have my Mercari store linked below. It is usually below all of my other links, but it says my Mercari store. So if you're ever interested, it's there. And if you're on there, very few things are firm price. I usually will take offers for almost everything. So just letting you know that. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you being here. And until next time, everyone have a great day, and we'll see you later.